Hi, this is Light, and this is building Toon shader from scratch. Often we use the default Toon shader built from the UI, but there's few problems in it, so we will build a Toon shader from scratch. And how to build it is based on this equation. Actually, the most basic equation is this part. Normal vector dot product light vector, and then this is your shading information. To turn it into Toon, you put a threshold on it. Then to put back the lighting information, the light color information, we multiply it with a blend mode here, and that is the basis of our Toon shader. Let's start with something. We start with a blank screen, blank blend file. We start with adding an icosphere, subdivision level of 5, and smooth shade it. Then we put back a new camera. We zoom in here, put the camera to view, then this is the setup. How about I pull this back a bit, and then let's change the screen. Remove the grid and change material to that, and remove the cursor. Now remove the widget and change the shading to material by pressing Alt Z. And the problem is we don't have a light. We put one lamp here, sun lamp, and we have a basic shading here, lighting. We move it a bit so that we can select it. Next is the material. By default we have this material in the Blender internal, but this material has a lot of hidden equation in it, and if possible we want to build a shader which is extremely lightweight. Like right here, the default has diffuse and specular. We may not want the specular, but it is still inside the calculation. So to do that, we go to this node shader, activate this, and then we go to here. It is very tempting to go here and select the same material, but the goal of this tutorial is to remove all this whole node. We don't want to use this. We start with something like we need one input for the normal geometry, the normal from here, normal vector, and we need lamp data from here, the light vector. Then we use some vector math here, and we find the dot product. Let's link it up. Normal, light vector, and then we do not use this link. If we want to do extra calculation, we use this, but we want to use this value, and we get nothing. Why? Because we do not set the lamp, and we get this. If we render right now, we get the same thing. Okay. So the lamp do not change the color of the material. the lamp color do not change the color of the material. So if you followed my previous tutorial, I will do this color mix node, actually not mix, we want to use soft light, and then we have this color, we put it here, so we have that color. We don't want to have full, something like that is enough. Render, it will be the same, but this is not Toon shader yet. To make it into a Toon shader, we need to put threshold in here. Okay, so we have done this part, we have done this part, but we need this part. So here I'm going to do this, put this here, put some gap so that I can work in the middle with this. So the most basic way is to change the color is like this. Let's say we have something bluish here, and then another less shaded blue, but we need that some kind of proper threshold. Then we need some math here, plug it in, greater than. Okay, we have something like this, but there's a problem. On the viewport we can see this jaggy part here. It may not look like it here, but you can still see the aliasing here, this part, and that kind of problem is caused by this greater than operation. There's a better way to do it. We use color ramp, take the value back here, and then use this color, plug it here. We then want to change this. Normally people are tempted to do this. This is the same problem as just now. We do not want, we have aliasing problem here. To solve that part, we don't use that. We use linear, but we do position it like example 0.2, then this one 0.205. So we have a little bit of anti-aliasing effect here, which helps the anti-aliasing part. Here we may not see it, but here it will be a lot more a lot better here. And then we recolor it. Let's find the same blue. Here the lead part should be somewhere here, and you have that color. So when I rotate the lamp, I can get very good, I can control the shading. What happens when we try to add another lamp here? Let's put a point lamp. It will not change the lighting. Will not change the shading, because the only thing that changed the shading is this lamp data. Now there's another part of this. Let's duplicate this here and create a new material here. Look the same, but it is different now. Let's try something, the bright part, let's try something here. this color, and then the darker part this color, darker part more saturate, this one here. Okay, when I control this lamp, rotate it, it will change both, but this lamp do not change it, so you have isolation of the shading, and that is the control that we want. The lighting is isolated here, so if you want to do NPR, your cast shadow is different, your lamp also different. So this is the method to do it. It's very easy. Normal vector times light vector, dot product of light vector, then we put a threshold to it, and we have we put back the color of the lamp here, and this we can also do other things here with this, but in due time I will explain these parts, and that is the most basic part. So with this simple equation we can create custom Toon shader. And let's do something fun. Let's move this one here and change it to black. Let's move this one here, change it to white, bring it there, and rotate this. See, I just rigged an eye without even rigging it. Cool, right?